anywhere but here, yeah. Don't know if I'm ready for my yeah, yeah. I just wanna be anywhere but anywhere, too many cares. But wherever I go, there I am. Take me away, take me away, take me away. Can't be the same, I'll be the same. I need my space, I'll be okay. Cause wherever I go, there I am.
Yeah. Just had a day longer than they knows. After all the lies that I've been told, I'll never stand in line for what I get sold. Coffee back to back like it accused me of ghostwriting. I'll be fading back to black in the house where the most wine is. Most grinding, but winding down is so trying now. So pass the sauce to me, yeah. Let's get lost fully, yeah. Pay those dues, I don't understand the cost fully, yeah. Play by rules that don't make you look like boss to me, yeah. So explain how you free when you ain't you, so I understand shit properly. Started with a new shrink, hope that shit shrink on my woes. Heat getting turned up so high, surprised that it don't just shrink on my clothes. Ink on my clothes, I scribble my soul. I've written my lows, my symptoms, my goals. I'm livid, I'm broke, I give it my all, won't give it my hope. No,
I just wanna be anywhere but here, yeah. Don't know if I'm ready for my yeah, yeah. I just wanna be anywhere but anywhere, too many cares. But wherever I go, there I am. Take me away, take me away, take me away. Can't be the same, I'll be the same. I need my space, I'll be okay. Cause wherever I go, there I am. There I am, there I am, there I am.
hold up. You must got me fucked up. Think cause that I introspect, I won't interject with foots in your neck. Bitch, you is no threat, it don't get no better. You did no language, stick in your chest. Book smart, but we bitch slap. Learn from your bitch ass, then give you this work. That's that charity give back. My shine up like high noon. My wave time so typhoon. I don't try to, I just vibe too. I'm a ballin' ball when you a haiku. Be mindful around me. Can't comprehend, I'm a mindful. Start a sentence with who I remind you of, and I remind you they die too.
I just wanna be anywhere but here, yeah. Don't know if I'm ready for my yeah, yeah. I just wanna be anywhere but anywhere, too many cares. But wherever I go, there I am. Take me away, take me away, take me away. Can't be the same, I'll be the same. I need my space, I'll be okay. Cause wherever I go, there I am.
Waiting for my train of thought to leave Manhattan. It's been in the tunnel, I'm trying to see the sun. Been through a lot of hard times, trying to believe in actions. But not one ever felt like time for me to run. And I'm addicted to dopamine and hopes and dreams and folks I've seen. But feel like I speak a different language than everyone around me, word to Portuguese. They be like, damn, Brazil. And I appreciate the kudos. Shit ain't all sweet, gotta appreciate the glucose. It's hard to stick together with your team, we keep the glue close. We be feeling down in my town, you can hear us play the blue note. And when it's time to go, I'ma ride out. I'll be on the road, fuck a hideout. Even my darkest times wouldn't white out. Listen, this is mine now. I wish I could cry, but I ain't got nothing to cry about, homie. I just hope I die before my pride outgrow me. I'll be at the door of my life. Knock, 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 knock. I feel my youth slip away. I ain't mean it to end. I'm in a land where everything got be a means to an end. Which you get to pick first. The means of the end, that sequence depends. And that's a shitty diaper to be sitting and giving your life for the fight to be brighter than what your nights were when you believed that they could end. And yet and still they can't see how we different but basically same, like stopping at Essex versus Delancey. Shit. The days and times of an impatient mind. As I look for now what I would later find. No bread, just a body. Blood ain't made of wine. Scary images above my shoulders in this frame of mind. But I'll be okay with time. And when it's time to go, I'ma ride out. I'll be on the road, fuck a hideout. Even my darkest times wouldn't white out. Listen, this is mine now. I wish I could cry, but I ain't got nothing to cry about, homie. I just hope I die before my pride outgrow me. I'll be be at the door. My life. Knock, 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 knock.
Hello, check, 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 check. 1 2 1 2. It's me. Hello. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. I am still intermittent fasting. We are trying our best out here. I made it. I made it to my eating window today without much fuss. Given the fact that I kind of slept in. I woke up around 1:15. Sent out a message to the Telegram. Hey, gonna be on about an hour and 30 minutes late. I gotta have time to wake up, time to eat. That way I can take full advantage of my eating window. Because the way I kind of schedule this all is really not the best idea, because my eating window starts at 2. I'm supposed to be streaming at 2. I need to get a meal in. So either I have to come on live stream. So maybe, depending on how things work out, I might have to change the time to 3 p.m. That way it gives me time to just get a meal in. That way we can start the day right. But we are on day 3. Inadvertently. I started on Friday, but then over the Easter weekend, obviously, deviled eggs, family dinner, all that kind of stuff. So we started again on Monday. So we're starting. I'm calling it the 90 days of hell, even though the end feels like heaven. It's just the beginning that feels like hell. So let's go ahead and switch over to my face. I know you guys miss me. Hello. How you doing? Let's go ahead and get into it. What we got for today? Not too much. Last night we did have a dump, right? Which we kind of called. So when we were on the live stream yesterday, people were asking me, would I be shorting? Let me make sure everything's good on my side. I'm pretty sure it is. Yes. Okay, cool. People were asking me, would I be shorting the last all-time high? And I responded with, not at the moment, because we don't have any bearish divergence. But if we do put in a higher high, come back below that last local high, that would be a good place to short. Now, did I take that trade? No. Unfortunately, I just, slipped up. I think I was doing something at the time and I just missed my entry. And I don't settle. All right. If I don't get the entry that I want, I don't take the trade that I want. All right. And that's how I kind of work. So unfortunately, I did miss that trade, but it was a nice little scalp position. If anything, I probably would have, tried to scalp it down to at least this last local low. But we are sitting pretty now. We have put in a lower low, a higher low. Let's see. What am I trying to look for? No, technically not. Let's go look at the 5 minute. Let's see what the 5 minutes got cooking for us. Some exaggerated bullish divergence, but nothing that I would say is that exciting. But if we do go back down and retest to 2080 and we hold that support, that would form a inverse head and shoulders, giving us, cause for some breakage to the upside. At the moment, we are holding this trend line right here, which is good to see. Let me turn down the music just a little bit. Good to see. So we are forming some sort of diagonal uptrend pressing against this horizontal. Am I absolutely convinced that's going to break out to the upside? No. I'm still kind of bearish, but with us getting a nice bounce off of that last local low, and with Bitcoin getting a nice bounce off of its last local low, I kind of have to assume that's going to break to the upside until it doesn't. All right. But either way, it's working out for the better. We took profits on our short a little bit too early. Like I said, as long as we were holding above that double bottom neckline break, I was going to take my profits on that. But obviously, if I didn't, I could have cashed out with a little bit more money in my pocket. Would have been awesome. So that's kind of what we're waiting on. If this horizontal line here continues to hold, that's going to capitulate momentum and then break out to the upside. Or if we do happen to break 56,732, we're going to head back down to 54,658. Now, don't go going, are we going to short to that? Right now, I have to go in order of succession. We have a 5-wave count to the upside, confirming an upwards trend. We broke the uptrend, and we have already retested one local low with a good bounce. Now, does that mean that local low that it bounced off of is going to be the last local low that it bounces off before it sees, continuation? No, it doesn't mean that. But I have to take it in order of succession now. Now that we've broken into a downtrend after a 5-wave count, I have to kind of start looking for longs, because this could be our last chance before this press up to the upside. I don't want to miss out on this. All right. I can short it all day as we're trying to find out where that B is going to be, which obviously it did eventually hit. But at the moment, with us confirming a B, we have to confirm a C now. So we'll see how it works out. Like I said, I'm not entirely convinced. We do need some sort of ABC flat correction, because if we look at Bitcoin on the minute time frames here, we have a 1 into a 2. Now, I do believe that we're going to have to see, let's see, we have an ABC right here, ABC right here, and that's going to make an A, a B, and then a C. So we're either going to get a flat correction off of the B or the C right here, or we're going to take a dip down and create a larger ABC extended, which is the most common. So the probability is to that, but with things working out the way they are, especially like Cardano. Look at Cardano. We talked about this all week. This level right here was consistently holding. That would have been a good place to DCA. Now we're seeing some breakage to the upside. We have, no, actually we don't have a bearish divergence off of that at the current moment. Actually, as long as we're holding below it, we do still have a higher high on RSI and a lower high on price action. So that could turn into a bearish divergence and see some more downside, but still this level is the contender, the heavyweight champion. So we should see some continuation off of that if you're holding Cardano. I'm not personally, but obviously I can read charts. So let's go ahead and say hi to everybody after getting that little TA out of the way. Jonathan, how you doing? Benes, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm so sorry. But thank you. Thank you for coming. How you doing? Dr. Moo, Michelossi, hello. How you doing? Peppa, H2O. How you doing, man? Sass, what's up? Max S. Hey, Kite, hello. Dab. Sonny, how you doing? Crypto Kev, what's going on? Dr. D Mate, I don't know how to pronounce it. Dude, I'm so bad with names. I'm so sorry. Zakoi, how you doing? A dose of reality. Yo, 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 what's going on? Jonathan, again, what's up? Stone Good, local lows coming in. Let's see, the Ab Lab, how you doing, man? Brennan Cox, what's going on? JL, Doji Bear, hello. Let's see, Rye, Lawrence, John, Rupert, Julian. How you guys doing? Hello, good morning. Good. Well, I guess it's not good morning, it's good afternoon, but dude, the way my sleep schedule works, it's morning time, dude. It's morning time. Now, if Bitcoin does decide to break that, what was it, 56,700? Yeah, if it does decide to break that, I probably would be expecting 1888 on Ethereum, and the absolute low is probably 1775. So I'm going to go ahead and mark these out now just for future reference, just in case we do happen to see that come in. But we'll see how things work out. Let's check out the MACD. What's the MACD trying to do? Let's check out the 15-minute. 15 minutes starting to fold over, so we could see some further downside. Like I said, more than likely going back down to retest 2080. That's probably our game plan here. How are you 21? You look 31. Trust me, all right? I'm going to try my best. We got the intermittent fasting going on. I'm going to lose some weight, and we'll look a little bit younger, okay? I don't know if that's an insult. Usually people say I sound like I'm older, not that I look like it. Because, I mean, besides the beard, I got a baby face. That is undeniable. Undeniable. All right, let's see. Let's check out the 4 hour. The 4 hour is coming off with some good exaggerated bullish divergence. I don't necessarily... We do have some bearish divergence on the 4 hour. So if we do happen to get back below 2043... I wouldn't say that's a good entry point for a short, but that's definitely bearish, all right? Because as long as we're above that, it's not bearish. But as long as we are below it, it does become a little bit bearish. That's why we kind of fought in this region. You can see right here, it came back down. And, you know, it was a fight. Some bears wanted to go down, some bulls wanted to go up, and obviously the bulls won. So we'll see if that works out. Let's clear up the chart a little bit. We got too much going on. So let me go ahead and highlight that right here. So we have this local high on the 4 hour. and we have this local high, which is correlated to that on the 4-hour. You can see at the current moment, we have a higher high on price action and a lower high on the RSI, which is a bearish reversal divergence. Now, do I think that's going to happen right here? No, but it is something to watch out for the future. All right, probably once we get up to that line, that's probably when we're going to see a pullback before any more continuation. But like I said, we're trying our best to stay above 2040. If we can stay above 2040, we remain in a bullish region. But once we get back below that and see a rejection off of it, that is an active confirmed bearish divergence, and we should start moving to the downside logically. Like I said, first two regions I'd be looking at to long would be 1888 and 1768. All right, that's what I'll be looking for. Oh yeah, and with the Telegram group, I did make a charts only chat. I just would appreciate you guys. I really don't want to be like an overbearing parent. So I'm trying to find the best of both worlds for everybody, the people that are new, because just having open access to information and not excluding anybody is what's appropriate. So I did make the charts only channel. I would really appreciate it if the charts only channel remains charts only. I would hate to set up permissions and all that kind of stuff. Because I feel like you guys are grown-ups. You guys should know, all right? There's not, any 12-year-olds in my channel. So just be respectful of the other people. Just be cognizant if you're over spamming the chat. Try to condense your messages, all right? I've seen a lot of people where they're going to type out a really long paragraph and they, cut it up into multiple messages. Telegram's pretty good about having long-winded messages. There's not really a character count on Telegram. So I really appreciate it if you have a big message, don't cut it up, because that's constantly notifying people every single time you post a message. Kind of condense it. That way, it's better for people and for you. All right? Because I would hate to, start just being overbearing with the Telegram chat. There's so many new people, and I really appreciate it. And I can't wait for next month because I really want to show my appreciation. I'm going to take some of the profits from the Patreon and then some of the profits from the affiliate group, combine them together, and do a really nice giveaway for you guys. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm probably going to do just what we did last time, for everybody that was there with the last giveaway, where we have a bot where you type exclamation point giveaway, and then we'll enter you in the giveaway. Everybody gets one ticket, and then depending on how much money we have, we'll kind of determine how many winners there's going to be. And that way, everybody gets an equal chance. Because with the amount of people in my chat and stuff like that nowadays, I just want to make sure that everybody has a really good chance of taking away something, just to show my appreciation. So let's check out EOS. EOS is still sitting pretty. We had a pullback to this local low right here. Let's go down to the 1 hour so you guys can see that. This local low right here held. I did DCA at that level. Actually, was it that level or was it? Yes, it was. Okay. Awesome. So I did DC at that level. Now we're looking for another an ABC structure here. Because as we're sitting right now, we have an A, B. We're creating an ABC. That'll be the third wave. And then do. All right. So we're looking for this region right here to hold. If that region holds, we'll see continuation. If not, we will fall back down onto 5.3 cents or 5.38, however you want to look at it, and just round it up, round it down. So as long as we're sitting above that region, that's a good time for us to kind of just chill out and watch price action. And then let's take a look at LTC, the best performing boy in the land. I mean, LTC, what more can you ask for? It's pretty much working out to a T. It hit the 0.382, the local low that's correlated exactly just like we called it. We have a 1 into a 2, and now it's projecting up to the 256 region, which is the top of the 3. Should see a pullback back down to 228. Now, it could be a little bit deeper of a pullback because of where this local low is landing. It could even come back down to test directly onto the 1 and maybe dip a little bit below it for a second. But then we have the 5 to look forward to, which is 309. Now, when it comes to the macro setup, we can count this as an ABC, ABC, 1, 2. All right, and then we'll just get the next projection here. That'll be top to bottom. And that is calling for 406. So we could see even like an extended third, maybe a short fourth, and then an extended fifth. However this wants to get, because if the macro is calling for 406, there has to be some sort of way to get this to work itself out. Let's actually look at this little setup right here, 1, 2, into a 3, and project it as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and see if that matches up with the 406. All right, so 1 to 2, that's going to come out to about 295 as the top of the third. And if we're kind of lining this up, maybe get a time projection, just maybe. All right, and then that comes out to a 4 at 238. Possible retest of the last local high. And then, yeah, 1.618 comes out to 422. So we have the smaller time frames, lining up with this larger time frame, anywhere between 405 to 422. So we're going to be looking for possibly this region as a top. Does my strategy also work on Forex in stocks? To a certain extent, but with a lot of that stuff, there's so much more going on. Crypto is pretty much pure supply and demand. It's just selling and buying, selling and buying. With stocks, obviously it's selling and buying, so technical analysis does have a spot there, but there's so much more going on in terms of what products they put out. Do they fire a CEO because of a #MeToo moment? Just so many other things. So your technical analysis can go completely out the window. But just maybe it will, try it. I've tried, I've been successful with Elliott Wave on Tesla, to a certain extent on AMD, but with those, I'm not really all too concerned. Cause like I said, I'm not day trading those stocks. I'm literally buying at an opportune moment and holding on to it. That's all it is. Yeah, I'll probably make a Q&A chat just for people trying to ask questions to me. That would be a good idea. Or, I mean, I'll just leave it open for anybody because there's a lot of people in there. Like I said, there's a lot of people that have taken one-on-ones from me personally, so they might have some sort of idea of what I might say. Where's the badass pump at? You guys gotta up your thresholds. This is a badass pump. If you're talking about this right here, that's not a badass pump. It's a nice pump. Not a badass pump. He just chillaxing, sleeping on the bed. Naaman, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. New to the channel, we'll love to enter some trades. Absolutely, man. Like I said, I'm not here to trade for you guys. I'll say my opinion. If you guys take a trade off of that, that's all on you. I can only teach you the methods on how I'm coming to those conclusions and hope for the best. But this is not a signals channel. This is not a signals telegram that you guys can join. I'm just putting my thoughts and ideas out there. That's all it is. I did see XRP. XRP is doing pretty hot today. By pretty hot, I mean pretty hot. Last couple days we're up about 80%. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. As you can see, we broke this capitulation right here. If you want to kind of do that right there. Little curved boy right here. Boom. All right, so we broke this this bull flag. All right. Now, if you want to go based off of simple targets off of patterns. You can see the retest was right here. Boom. We're kind of at the target. Now, you can see we got to the target. We had a pullback. But more than likely, I don't want to say pure continuation. Maybe a double bottom off of 89. Or maybe even a kickback down to 79 before continuation. But like I said, with us getting the bottom on LTC, Ethereum, Bitcoin, and starting that 1-2, that gives us a lot of room to the upside, guys. So I'm not surprised that a lot of these altcoins are starting to kick off. But they have had pullbacks. Yeah, because we're trading with Kite. I'm trading and you're with Kite. Doesn't mean that I'm trading for you. Now I'm only projecting these as ABCs just to give you guys a short-term time frame because I just don't want you guys to, get all fascinated by a high target and then get disappointed when it doesn't work out. So this is my upwards target over the next month or two for Ethereum. We should technically see around 3,112 at least. The smaller time frame targets are coming out if they do end up being a 5-wave count. Right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They would come out to about 3,400, 3,500, something like that. 2,500 is the top here. And then pull back to the 0.618. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Let's go there. Boom. Pull back to the 0.618. Boom. 2083. Which would probably be a retest of these local lows right here. So, I mean, that kind of lines up. We're creating the 0.618 local lows at the moment. So, it's probably going to press into this region right here or just to this one right here. And then from there, we should see 3,400, 3,376. So, we have the macro lining up here, the micro lining up here. So, we could probably look for anywhere around here as a technical top. Did you just impulse? Are we long on ETH? I am long on ETH. Yes. But my entry's all the way down here, dude. All right. This is not a good time to long ETH in my opinion. Not at all. All right? And if it goes up and you go, "Well, yeah, that means you a good time to go long on ETH." That's not what I'm talking about. There's opportune moments where going long is efficient and worthwhile because the risk to reward is so great. Right here, your stop loss has to be below the last local low. So your risk to reward is going to be crazy low. Not in a good way. I know my camera's moving. I got it zoomed in a little bit on my face. That way it tracks my face. I figured I'd do that. See how it works out. So I mean, we're sitting decent. I'm at 500, 5,200 on the account. So we're up a couple bucks. And then, like I said, if we do happen to walk away with the full amount on each trade, we'll make about 2,400 across the board, which would put us around, probably like around 7,700, something like that. 7,600. Maybe not, because that's including these profits. So probably somewhere around like 6,800. Oh, let me show you guys this picture I took last night. Let's see. I'm probably just showing you my dashboard. I took this picture last night. You can see the stars. Hold on, let me try to get it up. I can zoom in. Look at it. Isn't it pretty? Dude, like until I got this camera, I didn't realize how many stars are in the sky. Cause like it just like this camera like shows me how bad my eyes are in the dark. I can take a picture and it literally looks like daytime. Maybe towards the end of the stream, I'll show you guys like what the picture looked like before I did editing, because obviously I did editing on this. I added some clarity and, you know, made it so the trees were a little bit darker to give the background a lot more light. But you guys aren't here for my photography skills. Jay James, he said that's pretty gay. It's the Sony A7R III. So it's not like the highest end camera. It's about 43 megapixels. The A7R4 is 60 megapixels. So I mean, if I got that camera, it would be a better picture. But obviously, I made of money over here. Like I went to the store planning on buying the top of the line, but then convinced myself not to because, you know, it's just not worth it. Not worth it. And then obviously like the camera body has a lot to do with it, you know, in terms of resolution and, you know, ISO and stuff like that, but the camera lens was only about $800. So like if you have like a Sony A7 II, which is only about, you know, $800 used, this lens cost $800. So the camera altogether is about 3,500. But it blows my mind. It really does. It blows my mind at how crazy it is. Yeah, so like I think that one was 4 pictures stacked on top of each other at 5 seconds exposure. If I do 30-second exposure, it's like it's daytime and you can't even see the sky. In higher highs and lows, do you count for the wicks? I do count from the wicks. I've been trying that out for the last couple of days, and it's worked out quite well. But even if you don't want to count the wicks on this, it's still pretty much exaggerated bearish divergence. Which, considering its exaggerated bearish divergence, that's why I think that this pullback was appropriate, and we might still see continuation. But like I said, if we do continue to stall out at 2145, that would be a good short position, in my opinion. Such vibey music. Let's see. Yeah, there's not like a whole lot going on today, really. Can you check out XLM? No problem, man. Thank you very much, Iron Scooby. I appreciate you. XLM, yeah, we'll check it out. I'm not opposed to XLM. I actually like the idea, because I don't like XRP, but I like XLM. XLM. Let's go to a 4-hour. Okay, this seems reasonable. All right, we had uptrend, downtrend, uptrend, downtrend. So that's the local low that we got to bounce off, this region right here. All right, so that's I'm going to call this a 1 and then this a 2. ABC flat. All right, so let's get a projection off of this. Just short-term projection. Oh, hit the 0.382 exactly. Love to see it. All right, we're looking for about $1.16. Like I said, I'm not concerned with time. Time is not the issue. But it looks like we got a 1, we got a 2, we got a 3, we got a 4, and we're in the 5th wave right now. 5th wave more than likely is going to get just past the last all-time high. Well, I don't know if this is the all-time high, maybe. The last local high, we'll just say that. And then have a pullback, probably retest 47 or whatever local low might be created around this region. And then continue to press on, creating a 1, 2, and then we'll see continuation up to $1.16. Like I said, it's always a good idea to take your profit before the actual target, because if you can see a target, other people can too. And what you're banking on is for everybody else to be greedy and you to be conservative. And it's not really conservative; it's just you're trying to get out before everybody else gets out, because you don't want to have to be holding your bags. All right, just stop spending like I said many times before. All right, I'll check it out. There's not a whole lot I can do with this chart, to be honest, man. All right, just being honest here. Just looking at it. All right, right now the only good places to get into a position, in my opinion, not financial advice, just of a 21-year-old kid, would be these 3 levels right here. All right. Now, when it comes to targets, I really can't accurately give you a target. With this kind of coin, with this type of structure, I don't feel confident giving you an Elliott wave target, but you can play the levels. Camera down. Oh, dude, what happened? I'm getting the set back up. Don't worry about it. I don't know why it did that, to be honest. I'm not here to look at altcoins. Please stop. Guys, just be adults for 5 seconds. All right, I am showing you how I am doing things. I'm showing you how I'm playing the levels. I'm showing you how I'm finding divergences. All right, I want you to be able to take the information you learn and go apply it to your charts. I don't want to be the end-all be-all source for all information. My objective with this channel is not to keep you coming back. My objective is to teach you so you can move along down the road. Because the second that you can trade for multiple months without ever looking at another YouTube channel for another opinion, that's when you're getting better. So, yes, I thank you very much. Long ETH at 2055 suggestions. I mean, we're sitting above it right now, but when it comes to, what would I think is appropriate, I would say your stop loss. I'm glad you got a really nice long entry. All right, now ask yourself this question: do you want it to be a swing long, or do you want it to be a scalp long? Because if it's a scalp long, now would be the time to take profit. We're at the top of the range. All right, so there's no shame in taking profits. Don't let greed be your motivator. All right, because where you got your position, if you are holding it for a swing long, your stop loss needs to be below this last local low. There's no way around it. I'm sorry. So if that is an issue, that means you need to close the trade. But if you are at a point where the way you set this trade up, you're allowed to have a stop loss below this point without losing a significant amount of your portfolio, probably no more than 2.5%, then you can continue to hold the trade and move your stop loss down. But at that point, if you put your stop loss there and you're like, oh, I'm going to lose 10%, 20% of my portfolio, you need to take your profits. You know, just my opinion, not financial advice. But I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Why you put in small orders? Is this your main trading? No, this is not my main trading account. We started this account with $1,500 and I'm showing people what you can do with it. This is kind of how I show my trades. All right. So there's no use in swinging your big old dangling around showing $1 million trades. That doesn't inspire people. It's marketing. All right. If I really want to inspire people, I need to show them, hey, you can start with 100, 1,500. And get to a great amount, because that's way different of a paradigm than going from $1 million to 1.2 million. Yeah, you made $200,000, but that's only 20% of your account. If I can 10x, 20x, 30x, or even with the $100 account, 1,000x an account, that shows people what the potential really is. So, just to answer the question. Why don't you use 4K on your videos if you have that camera? I can. It just when it comes to live streaming, if I stream in 4K and someone doesn't have the best of internet, it's gonna lag on their end. And I'm just trying to make sure that everybody, I found a good happy middle ground. But streaming in 4K just wouldn't be the best in terms of people being able to get that information. I've done DMT about 6 times. It's a lot of hype. Do it naturally. That's where it's not hype. Because DMT is like a cheat code to enlightenment. And there should not be a cheat code for enlightenment. Nebula, thank you very much. I appreciate it. Oh, well, I mean, if we broke below 1975, that's where I believe the ETH long would be invalidated. I didn't do a publicity stunt with it. There's no video that boosts my ego saying I did this and that. I live streamed. I'm a live streamer. So back in the past, probably around starting November 24th to January something. All right. The last update I gave on the account was 55K. That's what we stopped, updating it in terms of showing people what it's at. Cause there was a lot of negative things that came along with that. So I just stopped updating it. But we did get to 100,000 and we cashed out. Now, I think what DMT is good for is if you have someone that is just doesn't have a reason to live, or I don't want to say atheist because some atheists are completely happy, being atheists. But I think DMT can show anybody that's an atheist that there's something. It might not be the Christian God, it might not be the Hindu God, it might not be any of these human gods that we've idolized, but there is something, and that's undeniable. So I think that's what it's good for, in my opinion. I turned $100 into $100,000 in 2 months. It might become my regular time of streaming, and I am sorry that's 2 a.m. where you're at. Usually it's around 2 p.m. EST, not 3:30 p.m. EST, because we started at 3:30 p.m. EST. But with my new intermittent fasting schedule, I'm starting my eating window at 2 p.m. So we might change the streaming time to 3 p.m. just because, I need to have time to eat. Well, I like to believe that there's no such thing as luck. It's just preparation meets opportunity. I spent the entirety of the retesting market learning how to trade. That was my preparation. And then the bull market was opportunity. So, yes, was it luck? Kind of. But I worked my ass off to make sure that that luck was amplified. That's the difference. I simply did not get lucky on some stupid altcoin. I worked my ass off. Long nights, stressful nights, learning how to trade, reading countless books, learning about my own emotions, time and time again, making the same mistakes. That's the difference between me and somebody else. I'm not looking to get rich. I'm learning how to get rich. I was trading Litecoin, Bitcoin, and Ethereum all the time in order to make $100 into 100K. I'll be right back, guys. I have to go to the bathroom like really bad. I'll be right back. We'll put some music on. How about that? Let's see. Be right back.
We running up them numbers, we running up on neighbors. We don't got no good karma left. We running out of favors, yeah. Dabs and hugs don't pay the rent. Never seen an angel sent to the side of town I live, so I reap while they repent. My role models were finesses. Papa kept pills in the dresser, gave me 40 and I flipped them. I ain't even feel the pressure. Never learned to press a shirt, never learned to tie a tie. Cause I seen my parents' checks and I seen they tired eyes. If we could've paid for college, hell I might have been a lawyer, but that probably wouldn't work. I'm too motherfucking loyal. I've got too many people counting on me, on me, on me, on me. So it's go time, crunch time, night time, sleep time, wait time, work time, no time, make time. Luck is just something that you make. If they don't want to give, you take. Go time, crunch time, night time, sleep time, wait time, work time, no time, make time. Luck is just something that you make. If they don't want to give, you take. I am not proud of what I've been, but I'm proud of where I came from. Drowning in a drink, going brain dumb. Waking up with strangers, don't know where they came from. Turn my life around and I started building kingdoms. All I do is work, not funny how it works out. Ain't no time to take her on a date, don't have a girl now. I guess that's the trade-off, guess I had to fade off to finally find the time to figure out what I was made of. Ay, give me space, love, I got shit to prove. I don't do this for no pay stub. I know that you hate the way it separates us, but success is something I need me a taste of. So it's go time, crunch time, night time, sleep time, wait time, work time, no time, make time. Like it's just something that you make. If they don't want to give, you take. Go time, crunch time, night time, sleep time, wait time, work time, no time, make time. Like it's just something that you make. If they don't want to give, you take. Go time, crunch time, night time, sleep time, wait time, work time, no time, make time. Like it's just something that
What keeps happening to my camera, dude? All right. I fixed it. We got it. Hello, I'm back. Click play on the songs. That's unfortunate. All right. Or maybe I did. I don't know. There's not a whole lot to talk about today, to be honest. All right. I want to do a cool thing. I have to turn the camera off for this. But I just want to show you guys before I leave what my camera looked like in the dark, which I think is pretty freaking cool. And then we'll head off for today. Because, like I said, market's pretty chillax today. We did have a dip last night, but besides that, everything's still sitting kind of the same like it was the other day. So, besides XRP taking off and us starting to get a nice little bottom off of EOS, there's really not much going on. Naman, thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Dude, I really know your guidance. I had 5K and lost at 1,500 because I'm new and followed anything. Now I'm trying to recover my losses. It's hard. I'm trying to help you the best I can. All right, regardless or not, if you listen, all right, just listen to what I'm saying. All right, I've been trading for 3.5 years. I'm not the end all be all. So I'm definitely not the person to come to learn everything. But I'm trying my best to show you how I'm making decisions. I show you all of my trades. Now, I'm not showing you all my trades so that you can copy my trades. I'm showing you my trades just to show you my thought process on why I took them and how I hedged them. So please just watch, listen. You'll catch on. But you have to be willing to do it. And if you're trying to make that $1,500 back tomorrow, it's not going to happen. Take it slow, right? You're going to make the money back at some point unless you rush. If you rush, you'll lose more and more until you have nothing left, all right? And if you're risking money that you need, that's on you. That 5K and that $1,500 you lost should have no relation to your daily life, all right? But if you need that $1,500 back as quick as possible to pay off some debt, that's not going to happen. I've had people in my trading group that have lost significant amounts of money, and then they're like, I don't have enough money to pay my bills next month. Well, why did you risk money that you're using to pay your bills? It does not make sense logically, all right? This is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It's not, all right? All right, let me turn off the camera and show you guys what I'm talking about. Deactivate. So I need to bring up the all right. I'm not quite sure which one it is, so we're just gonna have to click on some of them and see which one pops up and is the right one. Okay, so that's the one that I took before. We're gonna cancel that one. And let's go back to this one. Maybe this one. Yes, that's a good one. That's what the original picture looked like before I edited it. Did it. I can't speak. Okay. Not that one. I can't see which ones are which. Maybe if I opened up. I'm not sure. Let me go back to this one. No, not that one. Probably if I opened it from Photoshop. Wait. Oh, I got Lightroom downloaded. Maybe I can open it up in Lightroom. So we are finished with trading for today. So if you guys don't want to sit and watch me look at pictures and stuff, not the place to be. But I do appreciate you guys if you do happen to leave. We're only going to be on for like another like 15 minutes. I just wanted to kind of show off my camera. Let's see. If I go here, don't question these photos, okay? This is David So, one of one of my favorite comedians. Let's see. DCM. Am I able to? No, it still shows up as Photoshop files. I can't see. All right, we're just gonna have to open it up one by one. Am I able to open it up? How do I do this? Oh wait, does that do it? Oh, that does it. Okay, cool. Awesome. All right, so this picture right here was taken at 30 seconds exposure in pitch black darkness. Isn't that insane? It's insane. Like the fact that it can like pick up colors in detail in pitch black darkness. Like when I'm talking about this, it was pitch black, not a single drop of light besides other houses in the area. I don't know anything about pictures and how to get the most out of them. I'm just doing things. I don't want the texture all the way up, but I do want to add some of that. And since it was such a long exposure, it did kind of blur the stars a little bit. From a distance, you can't really see it. It's a A7R3 with a 1.4 24 millimeter lens. I just find it insane. Like, I really do. Okay, so how do I stop messing around with this? All right. Let's see what else we got. I'm going to try this one right here because that's what I'm saying, man. Like, I'm so excited for like bionic eyes. Like, I know like transhumanism is a pretty touchy topic for a lot of people. But the fact that a camera can see like this at nighttime in pitch black darkness and we can't, it's insane. Absolutely insane. This one was definitely a little bit better of a picture. It caught a lot more. I definitely like the bluer type of sky. I don't know about you guys, but I like to make it look a little bit bluer. Take the vibrance up a little bit. This is what wants me, like, I want to go to like Joshua Tree National Park or something like that and do astrophotography, because the fact, like, I'm not even, like, I'm in an inner city, like right outside an inner city. So like down here you can kind of see the light pollution, but the fact that I can still see a decent amount of stars, it's crazy. It's crazy. My window was open and I had my Elgato lights on, and it captured the light on that tree right there. If that's what you're talking about, the blue light source near the lower mid, if you're talking about that right there. I don't know what any of this stuff does. I kind of just move stuff around until I like the picture. But I guess that's what everybody does. I don't know if I should add that much noise reduction. Kind of gets rid of some of the stars. Let's go like right there. Okay, what do you mean that you don't care the calories just when you... So, I'm doing intermittent fasting. If you guys want, I can link... let me find where it's at. Content creation. I can link this to you guys. I've had this document for a long time, but it pretty much goes over all of the reasonings. So when you eat 5 times a day, breakfast, snack, lunch, dinner, it spikes your insulin. And then you have very little time with decreased insulin. And once it gets below a certain point, that's when you're actually in fat loss, or your body is using fat as fuel. I'm doing the warrior diet, so I'm pretty much in a fat burning state pretty much all day long. Especially when I'm sleeping. So like sleeping's the best time. But that's what I'm talking about. Like, it basically, if you're doing intermittent fasting to like the hardcore, you're going to be counting, your calories. And like if you're doing bodybuilding and intermittent fasting, you have to make sure that you're still getting an adequate amount of calories within that 4-hour window. So like, high calorie density shakes and stuff like that. But besides that, like if you're doing it like me, I'm just doing it for weight loss. But your human growth hormone goes up like 500% when you're in ketosis. So it's actually easier to build muscle, and your recovery time is going to be lower as long as you're getting an adequate amount of calories. But for me, I'm just doing it for fat loss because I'm 210 right now, guys. I know I don't look like it, but like I don't feel that great about my body at the moment. So, and not just from like a vanity standpoint, but just from a health standpoint, I don't feel healthy. So I'm just trying to get some of the weight off, probably around 40 pounds. And then obviously I'm a big proponent of calisthenics, and it's actually really dangerous to be a heavy set guy that's not, working out and then go into calisthenics, because you're putting your body under a lot of pressure. It's just the same thing like going to try to bench 240 pounds when you've never lifted a weight in your life. you can damage yourself. So if I can lose some weight, it's going to make, getting into calisthenics a lot easier. And with my current life right now, I don't have, any friends down in where I'm living. So I have all this time to myself, and I just want to work on myself. I got my finances tip top, but I don't have my health tip top, and that's a big issue with me personally. You sitting at? I was sitting pretty. It's definitely, this turned out well, except like that blue glare down there. I don't know if I can remove that. Let's go to add photos. I believe these pictures right here. I don't know how to stack photos yet to get a higher resolution. If anybody knows how to do that, I don't know how to do that. Yeah, this one definitely picked up just off the bat a lot more stars, and it doesn't have that blue glare. Let me go to. I don't know what that does. Like I can see it's doing something, but I don't know what that does. Noise reduction, turn that up a little bit. Let's see. Maybe I'll leave that on 0 and just add sharpening. And then a little bit of clarity. The texture. Oh yeah, you can definitely see a lot more now. And then turn the blacks down. Make it look a little more Starry Night. Oh, I think if I turn the lens correction off. Oh, there we go. I don't know why I had that on in the first place. This looks awesome. Dude. Oh my gosh, look at how much there is. That blows my mind. Okay, I need to reset this. I don't know what I'm doing here. How do I... Okay, we're just going to turn that down a little bit. I have no clue what I'm doing here. All right, then we'll add the tent. Yeah, if I didn't have light pollution, this would look a lot better, but obviously I do. I don't know how to get rid of, let's see. Okay, how do I restart? File, edit. I just hit Control Z a bunch of times. Oh, God, I went back way too far. I want to make it look like it's daytime. Dude, that... Like, I wasn't even focused on the tree, but you can still kind of see the detail of the tree. Let's try to turn up noise reduction. I mean, that gets rid of the detail, though. Maybe like 10. Add some sharpening. Some clarity. Like, oh God, like it's so hard to prove, but this was in the pitch black. It blows my mind. I don't know what oh, what does that do? What's dehazing? Oh, I like that though. That's awesome. Oh, I don't like that. I'm sorry if this is so boring, but I find it so cool. I literally just walked downstairs, pointed at the sky, and then took 4 30-second photos. Okay, definitely need to do some noise reduction. Oh wait, what was that? What did I put on earlier? Oh, it's the dehaze that causes that. Okay, so maybe less sharpening, so maybe more noise reduction. Okay, so it doesn't for like a background photo, because like I'm just gonna put this on my background. It does some weird stuff with the texture to the trees. Want that to be gone. There we go. They look like little Saturns. I need to get one of the like little remote controls where I can stand at a distance and press the button so that I don't shake the camera, because the camera shaking is what causes these little blips to like move around like that. Do I like the contrast up or down? Maybe a little bit. Plus 15. It's the Sony A7R3 with a 1.4 aperture, 24 millimeter lens. I would like. There's nothing I can do about light pollution. We can turn the exposure down. And then turn the dehazing down just a little bit. But then it doesn't have like that pop to it. Well, I mean, isn't intermittent fasting time restricted eating? Because I'm eating within a restricted time, 4 hours. This is not a DSLR camera. This is a mirrorless camera. There's a huge debate, but in actuality, it doesn't really make a whole lot of a difference. Like the Canon definitely has better colors out of the box because of the processing they have, but it's nothing that you can't do in Lightroom or Photoshop. I'll definitely work on that later. All right. So we're sitting pretty. Market's still looking good. I appreciate everybody that kind of just stayed along with me as I'm doing my little lighting thing. Let's go ahead and remove the USB cable, and then we'll see if the camera's going to work out the gate. Oh, it's still stuck on that. All right. Well, I guess that's going to be it. Yeah, all the Sony cameras are pretty much mirrorless cameras, I believe. Yeah, so like if it's not within the 4 hour eating window, which my 4 hour eating window ends in an hour, so I'm gonna go probably get another meal in before it's too late. I just have to drink water. Yeah, I try to check my DMs all the time. I'll check it definitely after this. I end this. All right, guys, I appreciate your time today. As always, we'll be live tomorrow, probably around 3 p.m. So, 2 p.m. was our original. Now, because I'm doing the intermittent fasting, I'm going to try my best. I want to make sure I give myself ample time to get a meal in before the live stream starts. But I appreciate you. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And we'll see what the market's doing. There is a chance for a dump. I'm just going to be upfront about that. But where we're sitting right now, it's kind of either or. Like I said, I gave my reasonings for why I'm long now. If we do continue to dump, it sucks, man, because we've been short pretty much this entire time. So we'll see how it works out. Yeah, John. Nice little water bottle, John. This is John sent me this. Thank you very much, John. Yeah. Let me go ahead and send you guys. Let me go to my Google Drive here and get the drive link, and I'll paste it in chat. That way, if you guys want to check it out, you guys can. Anyone with the link can view, copy a link. Alrighty. Doji Bear, goodbye. Gus, later. Richard, later, man. Jonathan, are we eating now? I'm about to go eat. I'm about to eat some food. Iron Scooby, water with lime and lemon. Hell yeah. I never tried it, to be honest. I tried water and lemon, but not water and lime. Rospin, have a good one. You too, man. Thank you. Bitbird, Peruvian Crypto, love you. I'm not a hero, dude. I'm just some dude. All right, guys. I appreciate y'all. See you tomorrow. We're gonna go ahead and do the little thingy thing. Actually, before we do that, let's go pick the songs that we're gonna have. All right. Let's see. Let's go. I think I'm gonna do Kai Straw today. Kai Straw, and not the new Poppy Kai Straw. We're gonna go back to like nitty gritty Kai Straw. This one right here, 2011. All right, I'm gonna do Hypothesis, Epithosis, and then probably That Noise in the Crowds. So Apothesis, Apothesis, blah 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 blah, and then That Noise in the Crowds by Kai Straw. So if you guys like the music, go ahead and check him out. He's a cool guy. All right, guys, you ready? Bye.
If I become someone else after this, trust me, it wasn't by accident. And I don't mean my soul will change, but the way I'm perceived will go through changes. The Greeks once said that in each sunset is a god that competes, some said, with the artist. And if that artist brought us a painting of the sunset, does that mean he caught him? And then he's viewed as more than a man is, cause he caught a god with a brush and a canvas. And does that take a toll on the paint? Did he catch a god or did God catch his paintbrush? Either way, he's exalted to an altar by the people, then he's brought to a blasphemous status to the pastors, where he becomes a god to the masses. To finish. Of an artist to go from a man to be viewed as a goddess. I understand Ebenezer in front of a grave, wiping the frost off to reveal his name. Can destiny be tamed? Are we on tracks like whores or trains? Cause if my blood doesn't run red, then it's me being painted as Apollo in your sunset. And the average man can't understand this, so view me like Atlantis or ghosts in the pantry. I'm Poseidon, worshipped by the leeches, cause flow's violent, get your seasick. Transformed by the essence of the art, confused by man as a god. I wonder if Jesus encouraged the distinction, or if he was a man turned God once we deemed him. The painter, the demigod, wished he never painted anything he saw. Psychologically, it was glaring, being thought of as a god when his flesh was apparent. So he burned all his paintings, heart racing, lit a match to some gas in the basement. Started pacing his house in gorge. He locked the doors, popped to the floor, heard the flames roaring. Started licking his toes and then his knees, and the pain ceased. And in the flame there was peace. He took a breath of his humanness as tears rolled down his burnt flesh. Gone were his earlobes, gone was his nose, and then his lips and his skin dripped off like the roads of a Venice trip. And this was it, his heart was right then, feeling most human, looking nothing like it. First we begin in the womb, then shoved to a crescent moon, then loved in a fluorescent room of doctors and blessings too, from uncles and aunties to gramps and grannies who say all the ahs and oohs because they're envious of you. And what a welcome to the gauntlet with the potential so monstrous. This was your moment, ironic, we can't recall it, but without a doubt we were perfect at first before we could walk, sit or say words. Cause then a few years past 12, self-consciousness develops and compels them to get a noose and put a note in an envelope, get a chair out, then jump and change their mind while in midair, but then different ornament the chandelier and become one of so many people. Oh, so many people. One of so many people. Oh, so many people. One of so many people who lost their soul to this game of actors, directors, and pros to this game of cards and decided to fold. And I can tell you what they chose was wrong. Cause maybe death is gumdrops in heaven, but I'm not a reverend or a betting man. Or a betting man. So we begin in the womb, then shoved to a crescent moon, then loved in a fluorescent room of doctors and blessings too, from uncles and aunties to gramps and grannies who say all the ahs and oohs because they're envious to you. They make it to middle age with a job and a house that's so gorgeous, 2 Porsches, orchids by your front door, stepping you're with a woman you've adored for years, and more than anything you want to seem satisfied with the boredom, but you can't, and it bleeds through your eyes when you see your wife in the waiting room while your daughter gives life to a baby who has many days left to become bored and depressed. So you're sitting there fucking envious, says one of those. So many people, oh, so many people. One of so many people, oh, so many people. One of so many people who lost their soul to this game of actors, directors, and pros to this game of cards and decided to fold. And I can tell you what they chose was wrong. Cause maybe death is gumdrops in heaven, but I'm not a reverend or a betting man. Or a betting man. Then we'll end in a bed Then you'll end in a bedding soon in a fluorescent room of daughters and sons, of nieces and of your nephews. You'll part the planet, but before the one answer of what to do with life if you could plan it. And then you'll tell them, I don't know, and no one does, regardless of what someone says. None of it makes much sense, so I guess I worship nothingness. But I'd rather that said here dying on my deathbed than me pretend I know more from living longer than the next man. I'm still confused as shit, just satisfied in it, pacified by the fact that every man will die, and that I'm not the only one who's gone, who's disappeared into the fog. I'm just another set of eyes that will cease to see it all as one of so many people, oh, so many people. One of so many people, oh, so many people. One of so many, many, many people. Many, many, many people. So many people who lost their soul to this game of actors, directors, and pros to this game of cards and decided to fold. And I can tell you what they chose was wrong. Cause maybe death is gumdrops in heaven, but I'm not